When I talk about Chuck Liddell, they're on that Chuck Liddell status, you know. But he came out and proved tonight that it's not true. Stephan Bonner still is tough, and he still does want to compete. You know, that's one of the things about being a real fighter. It's about having setbacks and overcoming adversity and coming back, you know, being on these skids or whatever it is, pulling out of it and doing what he did tonight. And with Chris Lieben, too. Same thing with Chris Lieben.
And I'm going to ask you again, because how close was he possibly to be?
He wasn't. He'll never be cut.
I mean, you said he would always be in a
Yeah, if he lost tonight, yeah, he probably would have been looking at, you know, yeah. But he's not going anywhere.
I know he's going to always be in the UFC, but it's possible he won't be.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And honestly, I couldn't honestly answer that question. I mean, yeah, he's been on a skid and he was losing, but, you know, if a guy comes out and puts on a great performance and has a tough fight, you know, you never know. It depends. It was hard to cut Keith Jardine. I like Keith Jardine very much and have a lot of respect for him, and we've seen him, you know, have great fights many times. It was a hard decision.
And you brought up Chuck's name. How did dinner go the other night?
You know, dinner was great. You know, it's always cool hanging out with my friend, but you know, Chuck's having a hard time with this thing. You know, he told me tonight the show open messed him up. Watching the show open, and you know, you gotta understand this guy's been in this longer than me. You know, and he's been around forever, and he loves this sport. But you know, all I'm hoping for is that he's going to make the right decision.
What do you think that decision is?
Well, I hope you know what I mean by the right decision. I'm hoping he's going to retire.
He's not there yet.
I don't know, man.
What is Hackelman and his camp? Are they behind him still?
You know what? You remember when I was basically smashing everybody around him at the last press conference and calling them Klingons and da-da-da-da? Well, I apologize for that, because Chuck told me that that's not the case. That their feeling is, you know, the same thing. These are guys that care about him, been around him for a long time, and you know, that they're willing to back him or support him any way he wants, whatever he wants. They're being friends. You know, I thought people were in his ear, because I was hearing rumors. I thought people were in his ear. You look good in that last fight, you know, right up until you got knocked out, and you could do this and you could do that, and that's not the shit I want to hear. You know what I mean?
Dana, what do you think he'll do with Shane next?
You know, listen, Shane tonight proved he's the number 2 best heavyweight in the world, in my opinion. Till the next fight happens, we'll see, you know, who wins. But he looked awesome tonight. He gassed out. He said that his legs cramped up on him and tightened up. He'll be back. He'll be back. He's a bad dude.
So then, do you think he will change the winner of the next heavyweight championship?
Who?
The Shane will change the winner of the.
No, you're going to see Kane and Brock fight,